At some point in your life, you realize something that feels a little painful. No one is really thinking about you, not the way you think they are, not as much as you fear. And strangely, that realization doesn't break you, it frees you. Relatable opening. Think about how many times you've stopped yourself from speaking, from trying, from posting something, from going after what you want, because of one simple thought. What will people think? You replay conversations in your head. You worry if you sounded stupid. You wonder if they judged you. You imagine people laughing, criticizing, watching your every move, and it feels real, so real, that you hold yourself back. You stay quiet. You play safe. You shrink. But here's the truth most people don't realize. Those people you're worried about, they're too busy thinking about themselves, just like you are. Promise. And once you truly accept this, not just understand it, but feel it deep inside, everything changes. Your confidence changes. Your decisions change. Your life changes. Because when you accept that no one really cares, you finally become free to live. Main content, flowing story. There's this moment that happens to almost everyone. You say something awkward, maybe in class, maybe at work, maybe in a group chat, and right after, your brain starts attacking you. Why did I say that? They must think I'm stupid. That was so embarrassing. You carry that moment for hours, sometimes days. But the other people, they forgot it in minutes, or they didn't even notice. And this is where things start to shift. Because the truth is, people aren't watching you as closely as you think. They're not replaying your mistakes. They're not analyzing your every move. They're thinking about their own lives, their own fears, their own problems, just like you. Let me tell you a small story. There was a guy who wanted to go to the gym, but he kept delaying it. Not because he was lazy, but because he felt people would judge him. He thought, they'll look at me. They'll think I'm weak. They'll laugh at how I look. So he waited. Weeks passed. Then one day, he finally forced himself to go. And something strange happened. No one cared. Everyone was busy. Some were lifting. Some were on their phones. Some were staring at the mirror, looking at themselves. No one was watching him. No one was judging him. And in that moment, something clicked. The fear he built in his head wasn't real. Most people don't realize this, but your mind creates an audience that doesn't exist. It imagines people watching you, judging you, talking about you. But that audience is mostly in your head. And once you see that clearly, you stop living for them. Now, here's the deeper part. When you think people care too much about what you do, you start living a fake version of your life. You don't say what you really think. You don't do what you really want. You don't become who you really are. You become careful, filtered, safe. But safety comes at a cost. You lose your real self. Think about a time when you wanted to do something bold, maybe start a business, maybe post your ideas online, maybe wear something different, maybe speak your truth, but you didn't, because you imagined people judging you, and that imagined judgment controlled your real life. That's powerful, but also dangerous. Here's another story. A girl wanted to start sharing her art online. She loved drawing. It made her feel alive. But she kept her work hidden. Why? Because she thought people would criticize her. What if they say it's bad? What if they don't like it? So she waited. Months passed. One day, she finally posted one drawing. And guess what happened? Nothing. No hate, no big reaction, just a few likes. But something changed inside her. She realized the fear was bigger than the reality. So she posted again and again, and slowly she grew, not just in skill, but in confidence, because she stopped waiting for approval. And this is where things really change. When you accept that no one cares, you stop performing, you start living. You don't dress for others anymore, you dress for yourself. You don't speak to impress, you speak honestly. You don't chase approval, you chase growth. But let's be real for a second. Accepting this isn't easy, because part of you still wants to be liked, still wants validation, still wants to be seen. That's human. We all feel that. But here's the balance. You can want connection without depending on approval. There's a difference between I want people to like me and I need people to like me to feel okay. That second one, that's where the problem starts. Because then your happiness depends on something you can't control, other people. And here's the truth. You can never fully control what others think. No matter how perfect you try to be, someone will still misunderstand you. Someone will still judge you. Someone will still not like you. So why build your life around that? Mid-video rehook, emotional shift. But here's the part most people don't talk about. When you accept that no one cares, it can feel lonely at first. It can feel like, do I even matter? Am I invisible? And that feeling can hit hard. But stay with me, because this is where the real power is. That feeling of no one cares is not meant to make you feel small. It's meant to make you independent. Because when you stop needing constant attention, you gain something much stronger, inner stability. Think about it. If your happiness doesn't depend on people watching you, approving you, validating you, then what happens? You become calm, grounded, unshaken. Let me give you another simple moment. Imagine you post something online, and it doesn't get much attention. Old you would feel bad. Why didn't people like it? Was it not good enough? But the new you, the one who understands this truth, thinks differently. I liked it. That's enough. And just like that, you take your power back. Most people are trapped in this cycle. They do something, then wait for approval. They say something, then wait for reaction. They live, but only if others are watching. That's not freedom. That's a cage. And this is where everything changes. When you truly accept that no one cares, you stop asking for permission. Or you just act. You start that project even if no one is watching. You go to that place even if no one notices. You become that person even if no one claps. Because your life is not a performance, it's an experience, and you're the one living it, not them. Here's something powerful to remember. The people you think are judging you are also worried about being judged. Everyone is in their own head, fighting their own battles, thinking about their own image. So, in a strange way, everyone is too busy to care that much about you, and that's not a bad thing. It's freeing. When you accept this, you stop overthinking every little thing. You stop replaying conversations. You stop shrinking yourself. And slowly, you become more real, more relaxed, more confident, more you. And confidence doesn't come from people liking you. It comes from you being okay, even if they don't. Let's go deeper. There's a kind of peace that comes from this mindset, a quiet kind of strength. You walk into a room, not trying to impress anyone, not trying to prove anything, just being yourself. And that energy, is powerful. People feel it. Because, ironically, when you stop trying so hard to be liked, you often become more likable. But even if you don't, you're still okay. And that's the real win. Ending. Powerful close. So here's the truth. No one is watching you as closely as you think. No one is judging every move. No one is keeping track of your mistakes. And once you accept that, you stop living in fear. You stop holding back. You stop waiting. You start living. For real. You try things. You fail. You learn. You grow without the weight of imaginary judgment. And that's freedom, not the kind that comes from outside, but the kind that comes from within. So the next time you hesitate, ask yourself this: am I stopping because of reality or because of what I think people will think? And if it's the second one, let it go. Because your life is yours, not theirs. Never was. Soft CTA. If this spoke to you, if something inside you shifted a little, then stay on this path. And if you want more reminders like this, you can subscribe. Not because you have to, but because you're choosing to grow.